First, congratulations, you won. Hello, Trace. Oh man, I feel stiff this morning. The time difference in the same level. Funny. I'm just gonna work on some progress. I'm gonna get all the missions done in this character. So what do I even have left? I have all the shitty quests left. I have to do all of them to be able to do everything. Alright, let's go fast. I was gonna do it all on my Rawcast, but I got bored. So we'll do it all here. Because I want to go to Kiko's frying pan. A lot of the time I have spent playing on my Rawcast is me just feeding the mag. My mag on my Rawcast is like, what, 72, 73? Level 72, 73 with like 21 power. Just the damage difference is huge. My normal attacks on this character are my heavy attacks on my Rawcast. Well, at least it makes it easy. Just go fast, then. Oh, actually, yeah. Like, my special attacks, I have a fire sniper and a thunder sniper. So... Oh, hey, Noel didn't die. So for Foot Beef, he has he's two snipers. He also has a shadow rifle. So he has a weapon that can insta-kill things. It's just, the shadow special is so inaccurate that it just, even with him being a ranger, it's difficult for him to hit things. And then when he does, I still have to beat the resistance, which is also very difficult. I got crit for 1 damage. He literally crit me. Also, what the fuck's that crit chance? He has 8 luck! Wait! That's a 1%. He got a 1% crit chance. Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't matter. It did 1 damage, but that's still a fucking crit. You got the fucking crit explosion and everything. That's so dumb. This fucking game. Very. Everything's lucky in my games. Me, the enemies, my mom, my dad, my future wife. It's just how I am in PSO. All luck, no skill. Like hell, these inputs I'm making are all luck as well. I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been lucky for 20 years. No, you're confused. It's fine, me too. I don't know why we're here. Alright, I'm fairly certain Garuda is just Dimates. It's a should be a very simple feed table. Man, this whole B to skip text thing is so convenient. Fucking 1% crit chance. The only thing that hits me is a 1% crit chance. That's great. so unlikely. Let's see. Soul Atomizers is plus 17. Dimates are plus 16. So yeah, this is a Dimate feed. Or I could swing between monos and tris. Which would be dumb, because that decreases my IQ. And I want to keep my IQ maxed out, because I actually am able to use the photon attack I need. This mag is going to be much easier to feed than the one the one on Foot Beef. The one on Foot Beef has such a... It's a... What is it? The Rava and Kaitaba feed table. The Dimates give plus 11, so I need to feed 10 Dimates in order to get a single level. Or, alternatively, I feed 5 Soul Atomizers, and then I feed 5 Monomates. Soul Atomizers give 21, and Monomates give 9, so I get 30 per combo. So 1 soul, 1 mono is 30, so that's 3 items to feed is per hunger. That's on average more than a Dimate. That's what I've calced out. You get 33 in one thing, or you get on average 51. But the trade-off for having a good feed for my Rawcast Smeg is the fact that it has 0 IQ. It's not really based on Hunters feeding mags. So my Rangers and my Hunters mag feeding table is identical. The difference in the mags right now is just basically my color ID. Viridia has shit mags for color ID feeds. And Foot Beef is a Viridia. If I was the opposite color ID table, the feeds would be much easier. But it also depends on what kind of mag you're going for. So it just so happens that the Ranger mag that I went for is... I forgot to talk to the guy in the beginning. Shit, I was so distracted I walked past a Rappy. Yeah. I'll just finish it. I'll come back. Yeah, just conveniently, the way that I feed my Hunter mags for this color ID just happens to be a decent feeding table. And then the Ranger mags, specifically for the Viridia, turns out to be shit. Actually, didn't I have the same problem with crabs? Okay, so with my specific feed tables, maybe it is just unfortunate that I have to feed shit combo of items. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Once I get it to 100, it doesn't matter because I just evolve it into a rare mag. That's why you go for a rare mag cell, or a rare evolution of a non-mag cell mag. Because the feed tables are shit. That's kind of why I evolved my my Rangers, my Raw Marls mag into a Diwari, because that feed table was amazing. Initially, when I was going to make that mag, I wasn't going to evolve it at all. I was just going to keep it 3rd evolution non-rare. I decided against that pretty quickly. Alright, so I get to feed nothing but Dimates until I hit level 99. Then once it's 99, once the power hits 49, I need to turn it into a Deva. Or Diva, or however it's pronounced. But to do that, I need to make a hunter. A male hunter with a certain color ID. And hey, X-Band, how's it going? Noel is an imposter. You were correct. I didn't mean to ignore you for so long. I just kind of had the window hidden. Hey, Skyamp. Realistically speaking, I could just make a rare mag cell mag, because a lot of the mag cells just require the mag to be above level 50. So as soon as you hit 50 and get your 3rd photon attack, you can just use a mag cell. You could get the Suniti, which is like the most generic good trigger megs that you can have. So, do I want that? No. There's a lot of mag cells I could go for, though. Mag is confusing? I don't think mags are confusing at all. See, there's this very simple thing. You press give item, and then you give item. This will be covered in the tutorial that I'm going to redo at some point, but I still have yet to highlight because I completely forgot about doing that just until now. Fuck. Alright. I have money to buy more diamonds, but I can complete more mission. They did Megs dirty in NGS? Yeah, no, I don't like that they removed Megs in NGS. Removed them as a partner. I miss being able to feed a Meg and having like a little buddy. Like, I'm glad they kept mags in PSO 2, but at the same time, they kind of just ruined it, because feeding the mag is just... It's not special anymore in PSO 2. Every class is just feed for power, or, well, dexterity, because every good class requires dexterity. Well, I don't know if every good class requires it, but their fucking skill, their stupid hidden talent point, where it gives you every attack stat if you have nothing but dexterity. It's so stupid. Mags don't have a photon blast. Yeah. At least they still exist, technically, in some capacity. Oh, that's the first time I actually swung the Soul Eater, huh? You managed to do a div meg? Nice. I like that they added like these hidden evolutions in this game. Like when they brought it over from the Dreamcast and put it in Gamecube, just the fact that they had this hidden evolution system was pretty cool to me. My first rare non-Magcell mag was a Nidra, actually. I wanted to give perfect, or rather, not perfect stats, but for some reason, he did 0 damage to me. If I don't take damage because of my defense, I should have the block animation. But I did the flinch animation. I'm confused. Anyway, the first time I ever made a rare non-Magcell mag, I made a Nidra. I was on a Fomar, actually, and I decided to go for even stats. So I went 25 at everything. Because I literally just sat around, just feeding mags to try and figure out what fed what, because I didn't know online there was a table that you could read from. So I just experimented, and I just fed everything, and that's how I got to my favorite feeding thing of it'll be higher than of just antidotes until like basically level 50, or until my dex is as high as I need it to, and then I go into power. It's very simple, and then I don't have to think about it. You can someone confused with what I feed what? And if you think it's confusing, there's no helping that. There's a lot of little nuances in here, but for me, it just seems really easy. Feed mates for POW, feed fluids for mind, feed the antis for dex and defense, and that's pretty much what sums it up. The moons and souls generally give you a combination of POW and def and dex and mind. You like Phone Sword, you hate it because his weapon doesn't have a slash trail. I mean, most weapons don't have a slash trail. Oh, you mean the motion blur? Okay, I see what you mean. Phone Sword doesn't have that, huh? I don't think I've ever noticed. The damage is actually great for now. Yeah, just hit the next difficulty, and then it'll be bad again. Up and try mate as well. Oh, mate. Look how look go. Get sword made of glass. That's fair. I'm gonna start the next quest, and I'm gonna go pull my food out of my air fryer. And be quick about it. Alright. Alright, that took a little bit longer than I expected. The chicken was stuck to the bottom of the pan. 404. Enemy not found. When you open and close the quick menu, it doesn't say which page you was on when you closed it. Are you pushing the R and Y button at the same time and it's just opening up the next one? So there's a little glitch where if you push the, if you try to open the quick select menu too fast, if I can do it right, there you go. Okay, hit X with my thumb. But yeah, if you open the menu frame perfectly with the R and the Y button, it'll just progress to the next menu. So to prevent that, you gotta move a little slower. Hit R first, and then the A button, so you don't accidentally progress to the next menu. It's very silly that it happens, but I was trying to figure that out for years, and then it just dawned on me that I could do it on command if I was frame perfect with the opening of the inputs. See, I just did it there again, by accident, trying to go to another weapon. Like, you can do it intentionally, but you can also do it accidentally quite often, because it's very easy to do frame perfect when you play this game a lot. You use a voice command because you're physically can. Oh! Well, there you go. Sorry, that is just very interesting. You can play this game with voice commands. I didn't know that someone made a way to do that. Yeah, hopefully you can figure a way around that then. Just put in some delay. It just needs to be ever so slightly, because if it's like frame perfect, it will go to the next menu, and you might accidentally do something you don't want. Like a trap, or a healing item. I honestly don't know why, if you do it frame perfect, it just goes to the next menu. I've never gotten an answer from anyone, no matter how many times I've asked why that happens. I'd be interested to see if someone can fix that, or if it needs to be fixed. Just the fact that it can happen in the first place is just really weird to me. Go to the menu also, maybe you can see what's going on. Yeah, that'd be great if someone could like look into the game's code to see what little finicky thing there is about flipping through it too fast or opening it too fast causes it to glitch like that. You no pipe spawned Ildator, but the pipe gave you Meseta. I'm sorry to hear that. But congratulations on winning a lottery, just the wrong one. Okay, this wolf needs to die. Nice. I'm glad I could help. Because yeah, that menu glitch just gets really annoying very quickly, and I can assume without having an actual controller, it's even more frustrating. Even if you don't know what's going on. Especially if you don't know what's going on. You're welcome. Congratulations on the Musashi. Did you get one with hit, or did you just get generic one that you're just happy to use? Zero stats is what I meant. Is it based? Do you have any percent on it? Is it the average? Nothing special to it? Generic? 0%? That's to be expected. It is hard mode. Finding one with percents in hard mode is basically normal. Unfortunately. I'm gonna do this mission quickly, so I'm not gonna bother going to the final... I'm not going to Caves 3. I'm going to Caves 1, getting the first element, and getting the heck out. Musashi in the hand is worth 2 in the dragon. But dragons only have 1 Musashi. How does that work? That's a great saying. 1 in the hand is worth 2 in the caves. So you're talking about using a Slicer versus Day Relay. Slicer's not only good against Day Relay. Any boss that's not Olga Flow or Dark Falls, Slicers are good against. Look at the number of targets you can hit here. Soul Eater can hit 2, but that's hardly good. I mean, theoretically the same amount of damage from both of them. I got your fucking ankles, bitch! You like the Slicer animation of the female? Yeah, I like the Slicer animation on the female characters as well. It's got a nice little nuance that the male animations don't have. Alright, so what's better? Diska of Assassin is shit. Its special attack is, I believe, Shadow? If it's not Dark, it's Shadow. And because of its rarity, it's reduced. So the Dark part of it don't work, and its attack is kind of shit for the amount of ATP you need to have to use it. Diska of Braveman will always be good, because Braveman also has the Berserk special. One of the few weapons that has the Berserk special. And that shit's insane. Like, you just saw me kill a dragon before it jumped off the air, right? I did 200 damage because I used the Berserk special. Watch this. 209 damage. Sure, it cost me some health, but it hits like a fucking truck. So even on a Slicer, whose attack is like half that of, like, this Slicer, if this had Zerk, I'd still be hitting for hundreds of damage. And you can hit up to 4 targets with it. And that's very good for bosses, because bosses can be completely out of range sometimes. And then the red slicer's not bad. I don't remember what special's on it, but the red slicer is the red weapons are all just very strong weapons. So that one is good for if you're just gonna go for normal and heavy attacks. It'd be better than the Braveman in that aspect, but the Braveman's very good for damage just because of its Zerk. A good hunter will always carry a Braveman in the pocket. Nice. Optimal amount of health. Also don't know how that Crusher hit me. Alright, and because I'm going fast, I'm just going to grab this and run. Yeah. Red Slicer is also a bit more rare than the other two. Braveman can be accessible as early as hard mode, if I recall correctly. I might be misremembering that, but Braveman is also far easier to get because Red Slicer only shows up starting in Ultimate. But it's still a very strong Slicer. Still very good. If you want to go for it, go for it. Oh, there is the Rainbow Baton. If you want a really fun, very strong Slicer, the Rainbow Baton is a fun one. This gave me 20 hit Fire Sword. Why the fuck couldn't I get hit on the other weapons the other day? Hello, George. Good morning. Alright. But, some sort of fire damage? Okay, so it's burning. Red Slicer has burning as the special then. I kind of thought so. Because I know which one has lightning. Red Handgun has lightning, red Partisan has Blizzard, Red Sword has... What the fuck does Red Sword have? I know I have a Red Sword, and that's the extent of my knowledge on that. It's not Gush, is it? No, that's Chainsaw that has Gush. What's the Red Sword? Confusion? Paralyze? Paralysis sounds right. Red Sword having a rest sounds correct for some reason. Red Saber has Gush. Red Mech Guns have not a rest, so Confusion special? I don't think I've ever used the Red Mech Gun special. I don't remember what it has. Oh well. Had two-handed swords that drain TP, like, for force. Unfortunately, you can't use them on a force. Alright, so I talked about the Rainbow Baton. I was talking about it, and then I stopped talking about it, and I couldn't remember what I was talking about. Rainbow Baton, the really good... it's a very high damaging slicer that has physical attack, and it has Confusion as a special, like Havoc, the highest level Confusion, which should also be unreduced, if I recall correctly. You use an item on any slicer you want to make it. But you get the... Is it a magical piece? Is it a rare item drop? I forget. I can look this up, right? I should be able to find this. I have, where's the weapons? Weapon combinations, there it is. Where is it? Rainbow Baton. Where the fuck are you? There you are. Magic Stone Iritista. So it is a rare item that drops. Ooh, you need to be at least level 100 with a basic ass slicer to use the damn thing. Didn't realize. Also, I don't know why I'm killing these guys. I don't need to. Yeah. I mean, every hunter should have the same inventory space, but she had all her red weapons, her red ring, and her glasses and earrings. Yes, I'm playing on Gamecube. Rico's earrings and glasses, you'd call hacks unless she swapped them? What do you mean? She legitimately has to be wearing them to drop them, yes? Alright, quest board, there you are. She's just the first main character and you're the second. That's a good way to look at it. Is the door open now? It is. Okay, I'm going back for it. I don't care what spawns here right now. Oh, I put a telepipe down to be really cheeky about something, but I just realized I can't use that telepipe. It makes me sad. I wonder, does she have a frame or a shield that we just don't have available to us as a player? Wouldn't the shield be ring? Oh yeah, fair enough. But what's the frame then? What frame is she using? Double sword swing feels good, man. Glasses are ringing. The glasses are technically a shield, and so are the earrings, I think. Wait, no, is the frame glasses? Are the glasses a frame? I don't think I've ever actually had the glasses. I've had the earrings, and now the earrings are a shield. But so is the red ring. This goes back to Force 2 or Pioneer 2? Force 2, alright. Hello, Gunner. Welcome. Why, thank you very much. Why did it target the guy across? I'm not complaining. But, like, I'm confused as to why I targeted through 3 other guys to target the guy across the room. It's crazy. Yep, pretty much. So I actually have a couple new characters to level now, Rock. I have my Hucasil, my Raw Cast, and my Raw Marl now. I keep forgetting their classes even though it's this thing. I just decided to remake them because I didn't like certain aspects about them, so I deleted them to remake them in my very image. But no, the Hucasil, I wanted a different color ID, so I remade her from a yellow bows to a whittle. I already have a yellow bows that can carry himself fairly well. Oh, that's my alarm to get up. It's time to wake up, guys. You're all asleep. Different whoops give different rates. Yes, I'm aware of that, but there were 3 other enemies I could have targeted in the handgun's range that should have been targeted. I can't target through enemies to hit certain enemies. It was like that one evil shark was some kind of box. Like the game should have prioritized the fucking guys in the front rather than the guys in the back. So it's like me looking at the Grass Assassin from here. Why am I not targeting Grass Assassin the way I targeted that one shark when the evil shark was standing in front of me? That's how crazy that was to me. Terrible example, I know, but it's the only example I got. I thought these guys were spawned a little closer together than they actually were. There is lore on it. So she was, besides being a renowned scientist on Pioneer 1, she was also known for being a very famous hunter. That's why she has the Red Weapon series. They were developed specifically for her because of her exploits, or her achievements rather, as a hunter. She's the daughter of the principal, who is also a famous hunter. Principal Tyrell is a famous hunter, so his daughter being famous makes sense. Fame carries through generations. Yeah, I know, right? This lore that you probably would never know unless you actually go through and dig through the game's, like, dialogues and shit. I mean, you can technically, in the end credits of Ultimate Difficulty, if you don't do all the missions, you can get the credits with Rico just going around Regal. And in those credits is a section where, the principal is training his daughter, Rico, to be a hunter in the temple. They've run the simulations. Somehow not knowing what the enemies on Regal were going to look like. The deepest lore, yeah. Actually, here's a question. Why don't we get any weapons from Principal Tyrell? Like, he's a famous hunter. He should have his own types of weapons and shit as well, yes? Why is there no way to earn the weapons he uses? Why does everything have to be hand-me-downs and shit stolen from other hunters? And what I mean by that is all these weapons that are found on this planet were technically from Pioneer 1. So people had these weapons and then lost them because they died, and then the monsters, for whatever reason, dropped them. So you are effectively reusing weapons that have been dropped by monsters that pick them up from dead hunters' bodies. Brave Robert, yeah, pretty much. Tyrell's Parasol? Oh shit, I forgot about Tyrell's Parasol. Isn't that Blue Burst only, though? You think so? Eh. Do the arcs in PSO 2 have any relation to the arcs in Episode 3 card battle? I can't answer that question. Someone who knows about the PSO 2 lore better than I do will have to answer that, since I gave up on PSO 2 lore. You don't want me going down that rabbit hole again, please. Are we the bad guy? No, we are a hired mercenary. We are just getting, So Principal Tyrell, okay, here's a fun fact. When you make your character, Principal Tyrell hires you and goes, are you the hunter, force, ranger, whatever? Hey, can you go do this for me? He hires a mercenary. Here's one thing that always gets on my nerves a little bit. You're a hired mercenary. When you finish the game, you go to credits, yes? You never, ever get paid for this fucking job you're doing. So what reward are you getting? Absolutely nothing. What payment are you getting from Tyrell? Nothing. So how do you get money? Fucking steal it. I mean, see it on the ground and take it as your own. PSO 2 lore, be horny, the end. Yeah, pretty much. PSO 2, you become so horny that you transcend time and space itself to become God. Or sorry, the creator deity. The profound light. And all Heathcliff's got is a bunch of copycat swords. Hey, look at fucking Dawnoff. Look at Dawnoff. They get a weapon series that no one wants to use. He has a basic ass fucking saber and a sword that's also a saber, and it's shit. They did Dawnoff Bass dirty. He deserves to have a better sword line. The DB sabers is shit. They did my man Dawnoff fucking dirty. They could have done so much better about Dawnoff. No taxes claimed on the gear found on Regal. Fair enough. That is true. That is true. We don't claim taxes on the gear we find on Regal. I need to buy telepipes on my way out. There's one. You got all your Minnesota through honest hard work at the Hunters Guild? Sure you did. I'm sure you didn't pick up anything off the ground. It feels like Dawnoff made a bad investment for a get-rich-quick scheme for the DB series. That's your headcanon? That's fair. Here's what I say. Dawnoff Baz, Heathcliff Flowen, and Zoke are war heroes, right? They're heroes of Pioneer, or of the planet that they came from. They literally have lore about this. You watch Zoke get fucking killed by a bunch of monsters in the ruins. His katana's broken. Donoff is just a fucking old man that doesn't give a shit and has a big fucking sword. So why does his series suck so much? And then Flowen also has a bunch of copycat swords. Or rather, maybe they aren't copycat swords. Maybe they're all his sword. He was just looking he's looking for someone to create the swords that he wants to use in such a way that it feels good to him. Maybe he just hasn't found the right one. So he keeps just getting them remade over and over and over because he doesn't like the feel of them. So he keeps tossing them. And then just ends up being so many of them that you just find different models from different years. Yeah, for Donoff's, for the DB series, it definitely feels like Donoff is just was used as some kind of celebrity to advertise for their weapons that were made. That's my headcanon on it. Like, he's not actually using those. He was just, you know, asked to be the, I was gonna say poster child, that's wrong. He's gonna be asked to be the mascot. No, George, they're from Corral. It should be canon that everyone on Pioneer 1 and 2 are from the planet Corral. The Pioneer 1, 2, and 3 were made specifically for people to find another inhabitable planet because Corral was starting to become uninhabitable. They had used all the resources and they polluted the planet so much that it became some kind of fucking wasteland. You know, that's why they also have the Trinity program on the planet itself to try and fix their problem. But every time that she tried to fix the problem, they're like, no, do it for us, do it better. We don't want to work. So, of course, Dark Falls ends up corrupting her and causing all this pandemic and shit. Yes, Donoff is using the Zanba in Retired Hunter. Not his own sword series. I hate slicers. Man, I hate slicers so much, but they're so good in a lot of places. Alright, Skyam, thanks for stopping by. I forgot to buy telepipes. It's fine, I still have a handful, but it just reminded me I'm super low. Four telepipes? Yeah. I'll be fine for now, but, man. I need more. More. It's weird. This shitty one-off mission feels like it should be the end of it, but this continues in Seat of the Heart. Doesn't help that the character looks completely different, right? It's confusing because you changed your outfit. Well, do you wear the same clothes for an entire eternity? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why episode 2 doesn't have more single-player quests. I think it would have helped get episode 2 more played if they gave, like, more quests, more in-depth story. Okay, well, less in-depth story in the quest. Maybe turn Seed of the Heart into a 2-part quest. I mean, it is technically a 2-part quest. They allow you to take a break in it because they know it's so long. But just turn it into 2 separate goddamn quests. They could have added a lot more quests to episode 2 and maybe fleshed out the gameplay a little bit better. For sure, that definitely needs a rebalance. It's like episode 2 was rushed out as an afterthought rather than actually thought out and well maintained. I think the game was rushed out. I mean, they had the game out on Dreamcast, and then they made another version for the Dreamcast, and then they made a version for the Gamecube to port it over. I don't think the port was rushed, but I do think it could have been handled better. Maybe it was rushed. They were kind of dying on their console. The Dreamcast was dying out very quickly. Alright, I gotta blow my nose. Episode 2 would be a great start for improvements. Yeah, I agree. I mean, adding episode 4 as well and just rebalancing the entire fucking game to make sense. No fifth in Dreamcast to do the shenanigans involving Saturn. Yeah, as a kid, I had no idea what these shenanigans were. Like, I didn't know about most of the shit going on with Sega's consoles until, like, later growing up and just hearing it offhand. Dreamcast was $50 and GameCube was $100. Yeah, I remember that. All I remember is, as the Dreamcast, we had a Dreamcast as a kid. We had Power Stone, we had a demo disc, excuse me. We had a demo disc for Power Stone 1. And the demo disc kicked my ass. And I got mad at the system. So I went up to hit it, but at the last minute I stopped. Instead of hitting it, I just tapped it lightly. Okay, not lightly, but I didn't fucking smash it. I decided against smashing it because I actually still wanted to play the game. So, when I tapped the system completely fucking broke. And we had to buy a new one, so we bought a new one right before they stopped being... Oh, I forgot how strong Montague is here. Fuck. But yeah, we bought a system right before they stopped making them. And that Dreamcast I've had for years, and it still works. I've dropped that thing down a flight of fucking stairs, and it still works. So how the fuck I tapped the first system we ever had and it quit working is just mind-boggling to me. Apparently the first generation Dreamcasts were shit. Must have been a critical hit tap. Yeah, right? And then 64, you dropped down the stairs and ran over the bike and it still worked. Yes, my luck stat is so high that it overflows and that's why I can't do anything I want in life. That's why I have health issues. I have a high luck stat, so I rolled high on getting diseases. Yo, underline how be it, how do it, how go it. Last year was the first time you bothered to try and follow the Sue plot. You're really surprised how much lore stories locked behind us tell your name, right? There's so much lore. Because I'm not doing the extra Eleanor side quest shit, I'm just gonna go to the easy computers and whatnot. You can go to either one of these computers to do this shit. Yep, I'm doing Soul Steel. I have to do all the quests in order to get my Kiko's frying pan. So I'm trying to finish off the quest before work. Because once I'm done with the quest, once I have a Kiko's frying pan, I'm going to go to hard mode. And I'm going to have a frying time. Hey, look at Alt! She looks exactly like my character, Alt. How dare they copy my character? This is the closest thing to an escort quest you have in the game. You can't get too far ahead of her, you can't get too far behind her. Once you do, you fail. Yeah, I mean, I could have been in hard mode already for the longest time with this character, but I wanted Soul Eater, and I wanted Kiko's frying pan. Just because I usually get it on a first playthrough of a new character. I have no reason not to. So, yep, suffering. Sounds about right. Isn't that saved automatically? Yes. Should be, George. The streams are saved on YouTube, so you can go back on YouTube instead of having to go to Twitch. That's why I'm streaming to YouTube. Gonna get the regular and hard mode? Probably not. On hard mode, when I do the quest, I usually just skip both side quest options. Oh wait, that's the wrong side. I usually go left. I've changed up how I do this, because if I go right, it takes a little bit longer. If I go left, I can just go straight past the guy on the green. Alright, by the way, these guys are blind. Unless they physically touch you, you can't get seen. If anyone has any issues with it, just go fast. And if you're still struggling with it, I'm sorry. I am skipping all the dialogue. George, you can go frame by frame and watch all the dialogue, right? Alright, I'm gonna use a monomate because I'm gonna fight here. One of the time you were playing this and you was not blind at all? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've literally never had an issue getting past those guys. So. Oh, hey, shit. They ran at a guy with a fucking Soul Eater! What the fuck were they doing? Are you from across the room? Huh. Weird. Oh, hey. Buddy. Stop it, buddy. I gave you one chance. Do do do. 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 Do boxes have good drops? No. George, they're generic boxes. Why would they have good drops? Works is actually evil? What is this question? Right? It's a lore dump. That's what this quest is. Oh yeah, I suppose that's true. Level 30 techs can come from boxes, but you have to be in ultimate mode. Each area has like their own specific level 30 tech, from what I was told or what I understand. Ooh, escape doll. Don't mind if I do. So these are where I keep mech guns. I always keep a pair of mech guns on for these. You need to figure out those level 30 tech locations. Yeah, I can't really help you with that because I don't know myself. I haven't bothered looking up a resource for it though, so... I don't think I've ever found a level 30 tech anywhere. At least not on the Gamecube version. That actually hit me. I must have walked into it. No, my TP! Being like level 199 ultimate? That's not the only good thing. I mean, if you're a lower level, yes, you actually have to rely on them to carry you because it's very difficult to do this quest at a lower level. What's the shifted D-bands of Lord Jillian are not that rare, level 30. Other than those, you only ever found level 30 Rafoi. Oh, nice. The only 30 techniques I've ever found are D-band, Shifta, D-band, Shifta, Resta, and Zalur. I have not found a Jillian higher than level 26. And I've only found level 29 techs of everything else. Oh wait, shit, I fucked up. I have to open these first. Every ramp after that has 2 times level 30 text. Oh, is that how it works? Okay, cool. That's good to know. If that's how it works on Gamecube, cool beans. Oh, hey, wow. He got by. Usually one of those guys gets stuck there, and only one of them ends up following me. Dude, he cast Skifoe! That cleared the room so fast! He never cast Skifoe for me! What the fuck? Man, hold B to skip text fucking dialogue. Yeah, hold B to skip text mod or code. So good. Just so good. Having to sit here and mash through this is fucking awful. That guy's alive somehow. I don't know how that guy survives. Then again, we always end up surviving because we get teleported back to the Pioneer thing. Beep boop boop. Beep boop boop. Boop boop boop. I remember when I mashed through this like a sucker. My hands had hurt so much. Honestly, I never want to go back to mashing this. It's so weird. This is the fastest way I find to find ults, is just follow Eleanor. You want to be free! Only in this reality. Only in this reality does she shit herself and die. No, I don't give a shit about that. Don't you dare say I wonder how she is. I know exactly how she is. Can't check right now, but you're also missing one of the... Ooh. Ooh! Hold on. It's a fucking thunder lock gun that teched up the storm! Oh my goodness! If that would have been Tempest, that would have been amazing. Okay, hold up. I just really want to see how much damage this does. Because I know Thunder does 66 damage to the enemies that are weak to it. And that's also money back in the bank. I know it's not going to out DPS my actual damage right now, but I gotta see how much damage it do. An android anime waifu with big gun die. Alright, Seek My Master, let's go. There's not any enemies that are weak to lightning here, huh? There's no Belros in Ruins 2. Oh, wait, there should be one in Ruins 1. I should be able to see how it does. Alright, so this is... I have 2 more quests. I have this one and Central Swirl Fire Dome, which I... Actually, if I was playing on the non-plus version, I wouldn't need to complete. 9. The other one does 6. So it's like an extra 50% damage, comparatively. I actually see when I get to the monster that's weak to it. So you barely understand the quest? Don't worry, Bernie's not that important in this quest. He's just along for the ride. He just happens to be here. And yes, for the Bernie side quest, technically you need to talk to him. I don't know if this one counts, though. Just legit, I don't know if this one actually counts. Old frame. I don't remember all the Bernie side quest shit. I just remember it's a thing. Oh right, gotta go in here. Why do I choose the GameCube versions instead of the Blueburst version? I prefer the GameCube version. The Blueburst versions have a lot of like quality of life upgrades, yes, and on private servers you have a lot of modified and updated shit, which is cool and all, but I just don't like the way online all the time feels. I like to go offline and do my own thing. I understand you can make a one-person party and replicate that, but if I do replicate that one-person party feel, anytime I do a quest, I go back to an online lobby. And I just want to play offline by myself most of the time. Episode 4 is also a joke, so... None of the items in Blueburst feel good to use. Well, okay, some of them feel good to use, but a lot of them feel unnecessary to the game, so I don't bother doing it. Look, it's Zoke, the war hero that we literally never get to hear about, being a war hero. There's the woke Zoke, the war hero. The main difference you remember is just Bernie actually knows who we are while lying on the ground. Is that really all it is? Oh my goodness. Wait, don't you also have to talk to him before you do Retired Hunter then? Just so he cries about Bernie dying, or not Bernie. So Bernie cries about Dawn-Off dying? Where they tease Bernie death? He doesn't die. That man is technically a coward, but that's why he survives. If you've never seen him run away with Ash, his instincts are too good. Okay, coward's not the right word. But if you've played episode 2 and done Seed of the Heart, Ash goes, "All right, I found a guy. I'm gonna go fight him." And Bernie's like, "Don't! You're going to die! Run!" And Ash is like, "What?" And listens to him, and they both survive. You see Bernie retire, you have to talk to him there too. Yeah. Like, the extra little bits of lore for Bernie himself, it's just funny that you can just, like, skip him entirely and you never know. This does 91. Thunder does 66. So yes, it does about 50% more damage than Thunder. Shock does a lot less damage, not a lot. But Storm does 30% more damage, or 50% more damage than Shock. That's pretty good. That's actually fantastic. I should give that to my... I don't care about that. I should actually give that to my Rawcast. He can make use of Storm. Since I'm using a Thunder Sniper right now, and that is my primary damage against enemies that are weak to it. Damn it, I thought I was in line with that. Unfortunately, I was correct. Ash is the secret. He's not even the secret protagonist. They literally point him out as a protagonist of some kind. Is 40, 60, 80, 100 for the different types of characters level? Doesn't MST also factor a little bit into that? I know on the same level with a different character that's not a cast, my special's also higher. Really? MST doesn't... Then what the hell? Why does it seem higher on Fleshies? Does Fleshies have like a bonus or something? Weird. Whatever. But if it's 40, 60, 80... Oh, wait, against the resistances as well, so they must have like a 50% resist or something. I don't know. Ash's final level in Ultimate? It's a good question. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, everyone in Ultimate should be a pretty high level. Even the forces. Also, I lost Shino. Ultimate Ash is the only NPC that actually does some damage, at least, thanks to the Double Saber. He's also fucking useless if he gets hugged in every difficulty before Ultimate. She is a Rocket Seal. She is not meant for damage. That is why. That's quite literally the plot point of this mission. Her master sent her back, not just to save her, but because she was getting in the fucking way. He was getting damage canceled because this robot can't do damage. Do you not know the mission plot points? You always wonder why Ash doesn't have anti-paralysis? He has a high-level anti, don't worry. Oops. Ash is a brand new hunter. He is, he's meant to be a protag, yes. That's why, because he's stupid. You think adding multiplayer spawn patch to single player would be too difficult? No, I don't think so. I have the multiplayer spawn patch to single player already. Didn't take me that much. Ash is 178 in Ultimate, okay. That's a decently high level for a Humar. What did she attack? She did a heavy attack against nothing. There's nothing over there. No wonder Zoke left you. Only changes in spawn forest since the mine caves. Yeah. I've always pointed that out because I use the patches, and forest and caves are always the only thing that change because you use. The game, by default, uses the multiplayer layouts, or the spawns, and the layouts, for single player, for the mines in the ruins, always. I remember really liking plotlines about works and Keyrig, so you actually have Keyrig so much that you named the tabletop RPG character after him in a sci-fi game where you were in Space Assassin. Fun times. That's the way to do it. Stay true to his lore. Do I think NGS is basically the death of the franchise? I don't think it's the death of the franchise, unfortunately. I wish it were, because then we'd be able to like stop worrying about what they're gonna do with it next. Sega has a lot of money, and it's one of their franchises, so they're definitely gonna do something really stupid with it somewhere along the line. You'd love to see this game reimagined as a classic Phantasy Star game. I honestly don't think that would be a bad idea. Ooh, excuse me. Wake up. Wouldn't mind having PSO 3 being a bit more MMO feels regards the roles in a party instead of everyone being about DPS as fast as possible, keeping true to the non-tab targeting routes. I see a problem. Oh, hi Barney. I see a little bit of a problem with that. Just being, if you turn it into a more traditional MMORPG, it takes away from what PSO kind of was. On top of that, there's no like dedicated roles in this game. Everyone in the original PSO, there was no one dedicated to healing and support. All forces were meant to damage. Yes, there were characters that were better suited for support, but you could still deal a ton of damage with them. And hell, if you're playing a force anyways, in the higher end game, you're relegated to just casting support spells anyways. Which you don't need, technically. I don't know. I'm like conflicted about it a bit. Like I could see a great update if they made some changes, but if they tried to do changes like that, it ruined the integrity of what PSO actually is supposed to be. My first photon attack with this character! Let's go! Actually, no, I used another one. This is the first twins with this character, though. You really enjoy playing supports, healers, and cool RPGs and MMOs, pretty much based on everything. That's fair. No, I really like playing a support, too. I am a support player. In every MMO I played, I enjoyed the healer role the most. Mostly because it let me interact with people without having to try. I didn't really have to reach out because people reached out to me and it's like, hey, heal us so we can go fast. I could use to hear, fuck. You really love tanking? I tried tanking in games, and it's like, it's not bad, but the role's not for me. I can hit all the buttons and stagger out all of my, I don't have a star atomizer. Shino, fucking heal, please. Shino's dead. Oh, she healed, thank goodness. I have a storm lock on, what am I doing? She actually killed the heavy attack. Wow. Shino actually pulling her weight for once. The only thing you need to add more is itemization. Trinkets, rings, amulets, cloaks, shoulders, bracers, leggings, dual wielding weapons, etc. I don't know. I think the way PSO is like set, more weapons and shit would be cool. Another type of weapon would be awesome. But adding like too much would just like change the game entirely, and you kind of don't want that. Also, by the way, that was Zoke. That was the war hero that should not have died, apparently. I'm gonna save the Stormlock gun. I can give that to my Rawcast if I remember. Also, DPSing. DPSing is always fun. This game... Oh, this game specifically, not about DPSing, but the Phantasy Star series in general has gone straight just fucking tank and spank. Or rather, just spank, because there's no tanking in PS... PSO2 has no tanking. It has no... It's only spanking. If you get hit, it's because you fucked up. It's basically what the game's come down to. Which is bad, in my opinion. Making everything just make the player do big numbers of damage, but the shit you need to do big numbers of damage is bad. Anyway, PSO Plus exclusive quest. Offline exclusive. You can still do this quest online any version of the game, technically, to my knowledge. Good drops today? I haven't been really looking for drops. I've been just trying to rush out these quests before it's time for me to go to work. I got 20 minutes, roughly. So, we're on the end. Fight fire with fire! So I'm shooting the fire to put the fire out. I'm firing at the fire. It's just great. Great design, Sega. Great fucking design. Immediately starts with some funky music. Yeah. Instead of enemies, you're fighting forest fires. I am truly a firefighter. I mean, yes, George, you shoot fires in Burning Ranger because you are a firefighter. You're literally supposed to, if I recall correctly. I don't know. I've never actually played Burning Rangers. I've only watched it. Only thing I know about Burning Rangers is there's a dolphin that tells you where to go. You use one of the many fan weapons. Also, it's in the forest, so all the enemies are forest tiered damage. Like, why does this take place in the forest, and why is this unlocked after everything? Was this just an afterthought to add in extra quests to PSO Plus? Did they just add it for shits and giggles? Why did they add this? I genuinely do not understand. What'd that do? This was DLC, you think? This was a downloadable quest? Okay, yeah, but why did they add it by default into Plus? Just leave it downloadable! I didn't need this. Like, See the Heart. See the Heart was also downloadable? I always just went online for that. Where am I going? I got lost. I pushed that button and I legitimately just forgot where to go. It's there, it's right in front of me. I walked past it. I walked fucking past it. Oh my god. This quest is so dumb. Just a bonus you'd rather have Towards the Future or something? Honestly, I'd just rather they let me download all the quests. Oh, it's not this way. Or is it this way? It's this way. It's this guy again? Didn't you have enough the first time we fucking saved your ass? Regal.org has all of them for download. Wait, really? Shit. I'm gonna have to click on that link and get the virus. I've been looking for how to download all the quests, so I never have to go online again. Thank you. You just enabled me to be a loner for the rest of my life. Suck it. I'll never play online again. But no, thanks for the bit of information. That'll be helpful. I've been meaning to try and find a quest because okay, so this is a little bit cheaty, and I know it's cheating, but I want to go into episode 2 and load an episode 1 quest with a fuck ton of sorcerers, so I can get a goddamn Greenel card. I don't care. I've been at that thing for fucking 3.5 years, almost 4 years now. I know I'm taking a very big break from it recently, but I want that damn thing. I will get it one way or another. If the game's going to cheat, I'm going to cheat back. It's fair game at this point. 1 in 40,330 is game cheat. I mean, I still probably go online and play with other people. Because it's still fun to go online. This was a pain in the ass to do before. You had to set up a server with edited files and join your own server to download them. Yeah, I remember like talking to people about that, and you had to like get someone to set up a server to do that kind of thing, and I had no idea who to ask and whatnot. Does it have Gallon Shop for offline? Including the lab, huh? Wait, I don't know. I don't know what the lab is. I mean, there's a lot of quests I don't know anything about because I just haven't done anything. Online gives way more XP too? Yeah, technically online gives a bigger experience to the people who get the kills. Retcon, proof that landlords are bad. Fair enough. Rangers. Just do it. Just burning rangers. Oh, my voice is definitely not warmed up for the singing. You know, this is bad. This is now bad. Yes, you've enabled me to do some funky stuff, but this guy has my frying pan. But the reason why this is bad is because now I'll have a valid way to do TTF, or not TTF. I'll have a valid way to go to the tower and do quests. I can do East and West Tower offline already. But now I have a valid reason to do that stuff, and I have a valid way to do offline farms for that shit, which means I'm gonna have to do a completionist challenge to get all the items on the color ID without having to go online. Oh no. What have you done? How much time until work? I got 15 minutes roughly. So I'm trying to fucking figure this quest out so I can done. Where do I go? I've lost track of what I have to do here. Oh wait, I have to go talk to the guy in the door, don't I? What are my thoughts on Phantasy Star Universe? I liked Universe. So my initial liking of the game was the vanilla game. And then I didn't actually play with any of the updates until really late into the private server's life cycle. Once Clementine came out, I played that. They had a bunch of quality of life things from... Yeah, there we go. I had to talk to this bitch. I did a lot of quality of life things from the PSP games, as well as like updated attacks and whatnot. And then I went back to the vanilla game, and I was like, oh shit, this is awful. Because the vanilla game really isn't honestly all that good compared to what they did at the end of it. But yeah, Universe, has amazing music, and I still think it's a decent game. It's not PSO. That's the first thing I will say. PSU is not PSO. It will never be PSO, and it was not supposed to be PSO. There's a lot of things that are similar, but there's a lot more that are different. Shit. Oh, I see where I was supposed to go. I think I see where I was supposed to go. I hope I'm not wrong. It's locked up there. Fuck. How do I get the button pushed? PSU is his own beast. Yep. But, like, PSU music was good. What? Okay, I literally don't do this mission often, so I barely know where I'm supposed to fucking go. And now I'm running around like a dumbass. I probably was in the correct room to do the thing. I just have to sit there and just hit the button, probably. There's probably just a hidden button on the floor or something. I can't be wasting time like this. I gotta get going. Is there any speedrun category for PSO I think is still unexplored? That feels kind of like a loaded question, because I'm not really active in the speedrunning scene for the game anymore. Do I go up there and do something? I don't know! I don't do this quest often enough. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to go up there, but, like, the teleporter is blocked. There's a laser grid in front of it. Oh, there it is! The spawn was behind me. Okay, that's what it was. Arms 90%. So, if I were still actively doing runs, something that I would probably be into would be, like, all bosses runs. So that's episode 1 plus episode 2. Way back when I was super into speedrunning, I thought, like, all missions had a lot more stuff to it, which did get fleshed out, so I don't really have anything about that anymore. Of course, it wasn't me who ended up doing it, it was AK Die. He did a lot of work getting that category as far down as he did, and he did a fantastic job doing it, too. And now I just kind of am very hesitant to try and get back on that horse and try and compete with him, because he is so good at that category. And it's not like I'm afraid of just, like, doing the runs. Okay, why do bullets not make the fire explode, but magic does? I don't know. But it's just... Hey, Lionel, welcome. I don't know. I just don't feel like I enjoy speedrunning anymore. Like I used to. The whole reason I even started streaming is because I wanted to see more people play this game. And not only that, but I also wanted to see speedruns of this game, and no one was speedrunning this game. So when more people started picking it up, and I had less reason to pick it up, I don't know, I don't know. There's a lot of things about, a lot of things can be said about categories in this game that could be explored a little further. It's just there's been a lot of looking into this game, and just there's nothing we can do about a lot of stuff. Rare drop percent. This quest has a lot of Gigaboom response that's pretty useful for ultimate farms. You know, that's not wrong. I never noticed that. I only ever do this quest in, like, when I need to be able to remake weapons. Oh my god. Fuck it, I'm just gonna kill the enemies. Seal J sword 90%. No. I mean, unseal the J sword maybe, but like having to farm one first would be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna run out of time before I finish this because I am not familiar. Do I have to do the second half of it for it to count as finishing the mission? Or can I just skip the Hilda Bears? Because I still want to do claiming a stake and get to Kiko's frying pan. Don't think I have to do the second half? Okay, good. I'm gonna skip it then. because I don't have any reason to be in forest at this low of a level. Unsealed the JSR person got accepted into GQ over everything. Dude, that would be awful though still. Because it's literally just a race to kill enemies, and if you're doing it legitimately, your best bet is going to be probably to clear the ruins by default. Because I very much doubt there's a mission that has more enemies than the ruins itself. So just do the ruins clear and reset. Pretty sure you can just tell the quest giver to fuck off at the end. Oh hey, the fires are dead. I guess all the slicers I did actually finally killed the fires. Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Yeah, I can see this being a Tola farm. I've seen this listed as a Tola farm, haven't I? Yeah, Tola farm and Hildebeer farm. Can't telepipe, can I? I can put telepipes down, wait. Can I do that for the Hildebeers? Can I just, like, pipe for a bunch of, Hildebers? Hey, this is the lady that died in the ruins from the depths. Wait, I know they're just reusing character models, but how is she alive again? I defended myself against her. She woke up in the Nerf's office? Yeah, with my sword in her back. Okay, I gotta get going. That one was Mom! Oh shit, you're right, that was Mom! I was like, I recognize this guy! Why do I know him from? That was Mom. Oh fuck. Maybe it takes place before it was illusion, or maybe this is where the time travel shenanigans began. This is when Sega decided we're putting time travel in PSO. You wouldn't mind watching some ultimate speedruns on a New Game Plus setting where the character level with gear? So here's the thing about that. Like, what gear would we allow for a speedrun? So like the only thing the most balanced thing to my mind would be start ultimate difficulty on a high level character without any gear, maybe except a mag. But then even the mag might be potentially controversial. Good, I don't have to do the whole thing. But like, you got to figure out what gear would be legal, what gear would be allowed. Would you be allowed to hack it in to have like max percentages? Would you not be allowed to have any percentages at all, or something like that? There's a lot to think about there. It's kind of a loaded potato. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to find a good starting point. Here's what I was actually planning on doing, something similar to that. I was going to run a timer it was an idea to make me play crabs more often, because I still need to get the character to level 200. And the idea was, I was just going to bank all of my items except my mag. And, or no, I was gonna actually bank the mag too, if I recall correctly. I was gonna bank everything. I was going to bank everything and start the character with a 0 inventory, and then just do a speedrun of ultimate difficulty while only picking up items. I would start with 0 money, 0 anything in my inventory, and just go from there. Fastest way to 200, yeah, TTF runs. That's it. But like, I've had the same idea of having like a New Game Plus speedrun be really cool. Like have an ultimate difficulty only speedrun. But like, yeah, like that's another thing. If you decide to run a force, then what level techs would you have? The max possible for ultimate? I think that might be a good starting point, honestly. That is not a terrible idea. Specifically for forces. So you'd have to find the techniques naturally in Ultimate mode, the ones that are available in Ultimate mode. So whatever the cap is for V-Hard, you could give them to the forces. I mean, that's gonna have to be a talks from the community, honestly. I don't really feel like I have much of a say in it anymore, because I've been out of the game for so long. I've been playing casually way too much. I don't know if my words hold any more weight. I feel like they shouldn't, just because I haven't been active in doing anything speedrun related. You know? I don't want to say I'm invalid, but I just don't feel validated. But yeah, if you guys would actually like to see me do my silly idea of running crabs with no items through ultimate difficulty to see what I can get and how fast I can go, I wouldn't mind doing that. It'd be another thing I could do to take a break from the wheel of RNG. Oh, by the way, once I get Mallory, this character, and my rawcast into hard mode, I'm gonna start running the wheel again. My channel could use a new video. Yeah, a new speedrun video. I mean, it would be a challenge rather than a speedrun. There's no category for a speedrun. Bigger question for Rangers Hunters. Would you be able to give them armor with unit slots and how many? Would you give them some Night Power Marksman arms as well? That's once again, loaded question. I don't know. I think, like, what level do we start the characters at? Do we start them at level 80? The legit online first time you can go online? Type thing, because if so, then yes, you're going to need those units. Or do you give them some money to go to the shop to buy an armor with a slot and maybe an arm unit, like a general arm? Would you give them nothing, or would you start them with something? I don't know a good starting point. So, this is gonna sound like an excuse, but because of my medications, being able to think about this stuff, it takes a bit longer than I'd like to admit. You always wonder what's the max DPS unvanilla setup without PB? Or max damage number, to be honest. I don't know what the max damage number is. I've seen a damage number in the 10,000s, but that's because I used cheats to make Grants do like 10,000 times damage. Level 1, no equipment, just hack straight into ultimate. That seems completely fair. Krabs is my Ramar. A speedrun to level 200. So here's the thing about a speedrun to 200. Aside from TTF, if you're doing it offline, legit, the fastest leveling you would find would be Canadian Ring farming. And that sounds boring as fuck, watching a telepipe every 7 seconds. Yeah, no thank you. You cast with the Vijaya would probably do the biggest single damage. Yeah, probably. And that's assuming you get a crit as well, right? Where is he? Alright, so reason I came back to claiming steak. Keiko's Frying Pan. You need the final weapons emblem. There's a small child here. I almost forgot him. I almost, while talking, just forgot to go to him. Alright. Now to get the frying pan. No armor, no mag given from God Hand. Don't think Krabs would be able to equip a God Hand. My Krabs ATP is actually should be high enough to equip a God Hand. He's level 189. He should be able to hopefully use a God Hand unequipped with anything. It does, yeah, but we're talking about what I'd do for a silly challenge run. God Hand only. Did I choose the wrong quest? I thought I clicked on Secret Delivery. I read Secret Delivery and then I must have flicked down like 7 missions. What the fuck? Oh no, I flicked up one. It may be a meme weapon, but it's super strong, and you can actually use it to kill Vol Up fast. God Hand is great for Fomar, Phonum, especially kill. the problem with God Hand is they can't equip it, to my knowledge. Can they? I thought they couldn't. I thought the highest they could use was an Angry Fist. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. That scared me. Look at that! I gotta kick his frying pan, and it's still too fucking much ATP to use. Look at that! That's only 84 more attack power from a goddamn Buster. This is a very sad weapon. I was gonna go into the mission to show it off, but I don't have enough ATP. I'm sorry, guys. They cannot equip God Hand. It's Rangers and Hunters only. Okay, I thought so. All right, I gotta get going. My alarm went off. I need to eat lunch and I need to go to work. I'm sorry, guys. This was a great conversation. I wish I could stay longer. Maybe I can in the future. If hint, wink, nudge. Know what I mean? Money. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna get work now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Toddles.